Hi everyone, welcome back. We're here with a new video where we wanted to talk about how Anne's family reacted to us getting engaged. As you can see, we're an interracial couple. So with that, there's some different challenges that a non-interracial couple may face, such as getting engaged with certain customs and traditions. So without further ado, why don't you tell us about how your parents reacted and maybe some of your other family.
So we got engaged in Mexico. If you guys haven't seen that video, if you're new here, you just clicked on this video, go check it out. We explain how Nico here did a beautiful proposal in Tulum. When it happened, I FaceTimed my parents and my friends, and everybody was super excited. Like, all my friends are saying, I knew it, I knew it. And my parents, what's funny with their reaction is that they were pretending as if like this came completely out of the blue and they had no idea it was coming, and like, oh my god, what is that? Which is funny because a couple months prior, Nico had taken them out to like eat, like on a date, I guess, to ask for the blessing. That is something that we still do, like in my family there, as Haitians, we still do that.
It's old school, but I think other people can relate.
Like, did your cousin?
I imagine them, her future husband did ask, because he's really close with my cousin's parents.
Yeah.
So, I feel like it's definitely an easier thing to do when you have a certain rapport.
Respectful thing to do.
Yeah, it's certainly respectful. I think your parents did totally appreciate it. And so yeah, they knew well ahead of time. I think I even showed them a picture of the rings. It's very nice. And then we go and get engaged, and then Anne FaceTimes, and how did your dad react?
His jaw was on the floor, practically.
He's a kidder though, like,
yeah,
he was totally
overplaying it so much. He was just staring wide-eyed like this for 7 minutes straight, not saying anything. And then when he did say something, he was like, what is that? Like, when my dad acts like that, when he's being super funny and silly, it means he's really happy. So he was very happy for us. And
he was in a good mood.
Yes.
What about your mom?
My mom, she was a little bit too happy. I think she would have wanted this to happen maybe 4 months after we met, not 4 years. So that's another thing in the Haitian culture, like to move in and to like kind of move on to the next chapter of your life. The marriage, like the proposal, is a really big thing. Like, it's a big milestone.
There's prerequisites.
Yeah, exactly.
Did we follow those?
Not technically.
We don't have to get too much into it. We're gonna make
another video
about that.
Like, you're aware of those norms, I guess, in the Haitian culture, but living it was really different. So we'll get into that in another video.
Right. Quebec is known for a lot of shacking up, which is like a colloquial term of moving in without getting married. Yeah. Which isn't something like, we're getting engaged, we want to get married, but, a lot of people our age are moved in with their partners. Not a lot of Haitian people.
Yeah,
so
but that's it.
That's the difference.
For me, it was always a thing I always let Nico know that I would prefer getting engaged before moving in. Like, that's something, that I grew up with, and like living together as boyfriend and girlfriend wasn't really something that I was exposed to, even though it's like the norm in Quebec, like you said. But yeah, that's it. Just navigating our different backgrounds and our different views on like how we take our relationship forward.
How did your siblings react?
So yeah, my brother was super happy. Like, all my brothers were happy. I could just put them in one category. They were happy. There's not much to say. You know how guys are. It's just like very straightforward.
Your siblings wanted to take us out for dinner.
Yeah, they did.
To congratulate us, which was very nice.
They did.
Brought
us flowers.
Her older brother adorned me the title Beau-frère.
Yeah, BF.
Beau-frère.
In French.
Yeah. Your sister is the one who reacted the funniest, right?
Yeah, because when I showed her, she was actually genuinely shocked, not because she wasn't expecting it to happen, but more because the realization that I was actually getting engaged, and that, like, you know, when you see your little sister, because she's older than me, you see your little sister kind of grow up before your eyes.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. And she was like, oh my gosh, you please get your hand out of my face, because it's just too much for me to handle right now. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like, she loved it. She was like, it's beautiful, the ring. Like, it's a huge rock, but I can't see it.
I think what I remember her saying, she's like, to her, you're still that little girl. She had showed like one of the photos of you when you were a baby, and she's like, that's still you to me. So it's weird seeing you get engaged.
Yeah. So
overall, it was pretty positive.
Very positive. Yeah.
Very positive. And I think a lot of that comes with, you know, building a rapport with the family before that.
Yes.
You know, when you know, love is a strong feeling, and when you choose to do things very quickly, it could sort of make people question why it's going so fast. So, you know, something I paid attention to when I wanted to get engaged was that I wanted to wait not as long as possible, but to a point where I knew everyone knew it was time, where people were asking, when are you guys getting engaged? Because I feel like it goes to show that, like, okay, everyone knows, everyone who matters on both sides of the family know that, you know, these two are strong together, these two belong together. Yeah. You know, you don't want to rely too much on other people's opinions, but you definitely do want that rapport and that trust with the other people. You don't want any bad feelings, any bad vibes when you're proposing, anybody being disappointed or questioning it.
But I think some people will disagree. I agree with you, but I think some people will be like, it's just between the two people getting engaged, right? Like, I see there's a lot of other people, whether it's online or in real life, they get married super quickly because they're so, like, infatuated and they see themselves together, and they're like, okay, whatever comes our way, we'll face it.
You know, a lot of things can come your way. When you just meet someone, you don't know who they are, right?
Yeah, that's it.
But, you know, we're unloading how we personally feel about it, but given our relationship with our families, it felt like something that was required. You know, we're gonna hop into the story about your aunt.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And that's an example of how building trust over time with an interracial couple is important.
Yes.
So,
because you guys are probably wondering, like, oh, okay, if everything went well, why are you even making the video? Like, what's the point? But it's just, I guess I should have maybe started with that to preface a bit the backstory of interracial relationships in my family. We don't have that many. You don't have any at all, interracial, or like whether it's with a Black woman or whichever. But for me, there's 2, and now 3 with me included. And the first one was my aunt, which is my dad's sister. And she's married to a Greek guy.
Together for close to
like
20
years. Yeah, exactly. And when he first came into the family, like when he first met, you know, my dad and his siblings and everything, there was a lot of skepticism, I'm gonna say, especially from my dad.
Was it just from him?
I think it was more like he was the one portraying it more.
He was the porte-parole.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you know how he is. He's not scared of, like...
No, if anyone's going to voice an opinion...
his mind. Yeah, exactly.
How many siblings does your dad have?
Oh my God.
7, right? 6?
Yeah, but he has more because he has half.
Okay,
siblings,
but like the ones that are like the closest...
Like close here? Yeah, I'd say 6.
So he was speaking for the other 5.
Yeah, exactly.
And what did he say?
Well, so amongst other things, because I don't know like all the details, but the one that's stuck out to me is that he was basically calling my aunt a traitor. Like, this is what she said. I don't know how accurate, like if he said that verbatim, but allegedly she was called a house N-word, like, you know, meaning like a Tom kind of, you know, because she switched to the other side.
Right.
So that's the kind of reaction that she had to handle, like at her, like when it was her turn.
For a family that isn't used to it, it's definitely something new. And you know, we're fortunate enough that we had that positive reaction because your aunt faced that.
Exactly.
What did she say when you told her we got engaged?
Just when I announced it to her, she was like, "Oh my gosh, you tell your dad that it's his turn now and the chickens have come to roost." because he was calling me all these things back then, and it was happening to his own daughter. So he better zip it. Like, she was so like, it was like justice had been served.
Yeah, she was, you know, the typical, like, she, like, after she got off the phone, she, like, clenched her fist, and, like, he'll rue this day.
Yeah.
She probably called him right back.
Yeah. So there was definitely a bit of anxiety on my side, like, okay, how is my family gonna react to you in general? Because he's my first boyfriend. I classify him as my first boyfriend. So he's the first guy who met my parents, and he's Italian, like, and he's white. So it was kind of like a double whammy. And if you've seen our how we met each other's parents video, we kind of explained how it happened. It was very unexpected. So there's a lot of like, from the beginning there was a lot of uncertainty that we were navigating with my family, like, how are they gonna accept Nico?
Right. When they saw me unexpectedly in the house, they probably felt like, you know, are we renovating something? Why is there a white guy here?
Yeah. Contractor, or like,
you know, even with that sentiment that her father once had towards his sister, you know, it's always been a very welcoming home for me. I've never felt like too much of an outsider. The mom, who was always super excited about the engagement, she always was very kind and warm to me. The siblings too, you know, you give a chance to not exactly prove yourself, but just get to know them, and they get to know you, and they see that you're a normal person who respects and loves their partner. I mean, I think that's all anybody really wants for their for their child, for their sibling, for their family member. Interracial relationships are more common now, but they weren't for obvious reasons. You know, the racism is still rampant. So I totally understand anyone wanting to cross their T's and dot their I's
with the person coming in.
Yeah, that's it. It can feel a bit challenging, but in the end, it's worth it. I mean, we're engaged, we're living together, we're starting our lives together, and I can't be happier, and she can't be happier, and her family can't be happier. Yeah. So overall, it's been really positive, and we'll come back with another video about how my family reacted, just to see the differences. And you know, nobody called me a house N-word when I did it, so that's a bit of a spoiler.
No, I mean, why would they? Right? Like,
that's the joke.
We just want to, like, open up the discussion.
Yeah.
Because
is Anna a traitor?
Okay. Some people, like, aren't as lucky, I would say, you know, like, haven't had a positive experience with
and like you said, some people just, they get married whether or not their family is comfortable with it, because love is that strong of a feeling. So let us know how you feel. If you've ever been in that position before, if you've been in an interracial relationship and it fizzled out because of family, it's something we'd love to know, because we're blessed with the support we've had, but it could also be challenging at times. With all that said, we thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, watch some of our old videos, get to know us better, and we'll see you in the comments. Take care.